Alberta tar sands is a bitumen site located in northern Alberta, Canada. Beneath a layer of forest and muskeg rests a 50,000 square mile reservoir of crude oil. The heavy crude oil called bitumen is typically mixed with clay, sand, and water, which must be separated through a complex and expensive process to improve quality and reduce viscosity.
The site, which is visible from space, spans larger than 24 of the smallest U.S. states and is comparable in size to the United Kingdom and the state of New York. The mining is 20% surface level mining, and the remaining 80% is extracted through underground mining.
Oil sands are removed using high-scale drilling and mining. The oil-rich site reaches 70 meters below the Earth's surface. Oil sand mining is done through a three-stage process. The first stage being mining, the second being extraction, and the third being tailing management. The oil sands are picked up by large shovels and placed in haul trucks. These haul trucks deliver the oil sands to a crusher that crushes large pieces of bitumen and sand in order for the transport to be easier. The transport method is called hydrotransport, in which water is added to the oil sands and taken to the extraction facility through large pipes. During this extraction, the oil sands and water mixture is added to an extraction vessel in which hot water is added and separates bitumen from the sand. The bitumen can also be put through a second process to improve the quality. It is removed and placed in a pipeline for further exportation. The bitumen is refined into transportation oils such as gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel. The separate sand and water is placed in another pipeline that leads to tailing ponds, which allows them to separate. The water on top is then sent back to the mine and reheated to be used again.
The Alberta sand site has been the biggest industrial project to date and produces 4% of the daily oil supply worldwide. And because of the process of converting bitumen into a usable form of oil is so expensive and complicated, the process must be done at a very large scale in order to make a profit from it.
Because the oil is not in its conventional form and requires a rigorous process to transform it, the tar sand oil ends up producing 3 times the amount of greenhouse gas than conventional oil. This process holds a huge impact on the surrounding environment. Through the surface mining, where you completely strip a large surface of land, and the massive scale transportation of the oils, the surrounding land is severely destroyed, where it is already sensitive with fragile ecosystems.
In addition to the massive amounts of toxic byproduct left over, the hot steam that is injected into the ground in order to extract the oil causes permafrost to melt and destroys surrounding surface landscapes and habitat for any animals. The harm that this extraction site causes to the environment is extreme and endless.